Is India likely to be the next hotspot for Bitcoin Futures ETF? ETF stands for Exchange Traded Fund. While the government of India is taking time to announce its stand on cryptocurrencies, new possibilities are being explored, and the latest buzz is that India will soon see its first Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF futures. And that too by the end of this financial year, that is March 2022 end. That's right. A MOU has been signed by India International Exchange IFSC, which is a subsidiary of BSC, with Taurus Cling Blockchain IFSC. And if all this goes well, subject to IFSC authority and other regulatory approvals, India will soon launch its Bitcoin and Ethereum futures ETF. Now, if you must be having question surrounding these ETFs, how do they function? Let me explain you. So what is Bitcoin Future Exchange Traded Fund? That is Bitcoin Future ETF. Bitcoin Future is different from Bitcoins. Yes, they are two different assets. When you participate in Bitcoin Future ETFs, it allows you to buy or sell ETFs just like stocks, shares. You can buy and sell them anytime during the market trading hours. This way, you can only participate in the Bitcoin market indirectly, but also gain exposure. Now, how does this work? Well, Bitcoin ETFs allows two investors to reach a contractual agreement to buy or sell Bitcoin at a given price someday in the future. This is usually traded on a commodities exchange. You need to note that future contracts here are derivatives of Bitcoins and are not directly backed by actual Bitcoins. So, investors are not directly buying and selling the underlying asset Bitcoin in the given case. The first Bitcoin Future Exchange Traded Fund was launched in US in October 2021. That means it is already launched at the New York Stock Exchange, while the Bitcoin ETF is backed by real Bitcoin. Bitcoin future ETFs are backed by future contracts. So, what we are going to have it in India is Bitcoin futures ETF and not Bitcoin ETFs, right? Now, what is Taurus Cling Blockchain IFSC, right? The one which is going to have the contract with India. And how do they plan to launch Bitcoin ETFs in India? Taurus Cling Blockchain IFSC is a 50-50 joint venture between ex-Reliance Capital CEO Sam Ghosh promoted company Cosmia Financial Holdings and Cling Trading India. The company focuses on several things including digital asset management, automated market making exchange traded products, and distribution of new technology ETFs and ETPs to HNI client and institutions globally. Now, the $1,000,000 question is, can we Indians invest into Bitcoin futures ETF? Given the regulatory uncertainty around cryptocurrencies in India, investors are finding it difficult to put their money in these digital assets. So, if IFSC authority gives its approval, domiciled Indians can finally invest into these ETFs with INX through registered brokers. Yes, because the liberalized remittance scheme, ETFs are traded as stocks, shares in India. So, should you buy a Bitcoin linked ETF? You must be wondering, should we buy it in case the opportunity is given to us? So, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are really new to the new as compared to the conventional stock market investing, which means these digital assets lack historical track record, which you may want to use it to anticipate future performance, but you do not get those historical data as because they are new in the market. Besides, they are highly volatile. Their ETFs are also likely to see the volatility as in the case of underlying asset. So, based on these factors, Indian investors can decide for themselves whether or not to add these high risk, high return asset in their portfolios. Thank you. Hope you found this useful. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Signing off, CA Rajki Agrawal.